Hey, what's up, everybody? New video for y'all, but haven't updated, my fish room that much. But anyhow, we just got two 40-gallon tanks right here, real quick. We got two different types of geophagus fry in here, which is I bred. We got geophagus red humps and geophagus red heads. And then from my local fish store, we've got a bushy nose pleco, an albino one. Had him going on a year, I believe. And a few months back, I believe we got a female bushy nose pleco as well, but I'm not sure where she's at. But anyhow, that's not what today's video about. Today's video is about right here. So for my largemouth bass, we're gonna be quarantining some goldfish in here, which is gonna be feeder goldfish. We're gonna quarantine them for 2 weeks, treat them for ick, treat them for anything internal and stuff like that. No biggie, we're just gonna have 2 sponge filters, an HOB. The sand was left in here previously, and as I do water changes in between treatments for the goldfish, I will just siphon out the sand. But the reason being why we're gonna treat them is because I don't wanna feed this bass any sick fish, right? Goldfish are already not that good of a feeder fish, but we're gonna be feeding them high quality foods and stuff like that. So we're gonna take a little bit more care into these feeders. That way the bass is getting some healthy foods. So anyhow, but besides goldfish, I mean, obviously we're gonna feed them crayfish, we're gonna feed them night crawlers. I'm trying to get them to eat freeze-dried krill and stuff like that. But anyhow, me and my son are about to go to PetSmart, pick up these feeder fish, pick up some supplies, and I'm not sure if we're gonna record in there, but if we are, it's gonna be in the next clip. If not, we'll be back here setting this up. Let's get to it. All right, y'all, just got back. Also picked up some tetras. I don't know if that will come in for the 75-gallon, but obviously we're not gonna put them in there. We're gonna go ahead and put them in quarantine. So I went ahead and added the sponge filters and the air pump. And the filter, the HOB filter, that's just gonna be with sponges just to keep the water clear and clean. But let's go ahead and add these to the quarantine system. Let me go ahead and turn the camera around. All right, so for the quarantine tank, I already got the sponge filters in. That one right there is cycled, so I also added in some good bacteria. And the HOB filter on the back is just gonna be for sponges to keep the water clean and clear. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around and let's put these tetras in there. Oh man, dude, they look so nice. I'm excited to add these to the 75 when it's time. Look at them. They look so cool and good. And of course my camera doesn't want to zoom. There we go. Man, they look so good. All right, let me go ahead and get the feeder fish in here as well. All right, so I went ahead, added in the feeder fish, threw in some food a little bit. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add the medication. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around so I can show y'all exactly what I'm using and what I am doing. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is dose the tank with some API aquarium salt. And I'm doing half dosage. So I like to get it into a container. I know others have different methods, but I like to get it into a container and just kind of let it dissolve. But we're also gonna use API Primafix, my bad. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So let's go ahead and dose this. It needs 2 capfuls, but we're just gonna do 1.5. Because I don't have this tank fully filled up all the way, so we'll just do 1.5 cups of this one. And this, I believe, dose daily for 7 days. So we're gonna be using this daily for 7 days, which is, I need to order more right now because I don't have enough for 7 days. And also the Melifix, same thing, dose daily for 7 days. Now remember, this is just all a precaution, but you should be quarantining new fish regardless. All right, same thing, just 1.5 cups. And if you see white foam at the top, it's okay, or white bubbles. It's just part of the medication. So now that we got those, some of the salt's dissolved and everything, I'll go ahead and just pour that in. So one thing you got to remember about salt, it does not evaporate. So that's going to stay in there this whole time. So now we're just going to go ahead and leave this for 7 days and dose it daily for the next 7 days, I should say. And so that is pretty much how I'm going to continue to quarantine these fish. And so 2 weeks from today, I'll put the date down in the description. 2 weeks from today, two things are going to happen. We're going to feed these feeders to my largemouth bass, and we're also going to take the tetras out and put those in the planted 75 gallon, which is, I'm super stoked about that. When me and my son seen these tetras, we're like, we got to have those in the 75 gallon. So we got them. So anyways, see y'all in 2 weeks with an updated video, I guess you could say. Well, feeding video, stuff like that. So see y'all in 2 weeks at the date listed below in the description. Catch y'all later.